Alrighty, and we're live. Okay. Okay, there it is. Maybe I can put on some music or something. While we wait for people to come in. Alrighty. Okay, what could we play? Oh, what's up, Jorge? What's going on? Let's find something. I was listening to something earlier. Where is it? There it is. Oh, yeah, leg day. Not fun. Leg days are personally my least favorite, but you gotta do them. Cross country every day was leg day. Remember, we'd have to do like lunges on a hill. Doing good. Just haven't animated in a while, so I figured, I should do that today. Here, what is the frame rate? Wait, that's not the frame rate settings. That's different. No, that's a timer. I'm having a brain fart right now. It should be right. Yeah, that's where it is. No, like sometimes the pain after a workout can feel good. The soreness, like it feels in a weird way kind of rewarding, you know? It still sucks, but alright, so I guess he'll reach behind his back. Screaming your head off. I mean, I never felt that after a workout. Maybe I'm just doing the wrong ones. Just a guy, he's gonna like throw some little disc things on the ground that make him fly. They're like little hover discs. I don't think I have Swift on me, but maybe. It would be cool to do a super speed test. It's stop motion. For for that, just don't animate outside. That's my biggest advice. Also, you're gonna want some lamps. Like I have a here, I can show you. See, I have desk lamps and stuff set up so that way it keeps like the shadow kind of consistent. And also, you're gonna want to close your windows. Yeah, you just need lamps and stuff. Close your windows. Don't animate outside. That'll definitely have the sun movement. But I can definitely get that concern. That's like a. And even then, light flicker happens. Even if you have like the best setup ever, a lot of animators still deal with light flicker. Some digitally remove it out, which you can't really do for shadows. I mean, you might be able to, but it's a lot harder. But light flicker will always happen, but that's different from the shadow thing. What? It'll happen in this like test. I'm telling you, there'll be some light flicker. You can also like in this shot. There's not much of a shadow because of the way it's lit. So if you want, you can just primarily get rid of the shadows. But also, yeah, black shirt's important. I'm not wearing a black shirt right now, so there'll be light flicker. But okay, I didn't do this frame yet. All right. Hey, bag sack. Why is this a different account? What's with the? I saw that. Are you gonna be temporarily or is this permanently? You just quitting animation? Because there's no profile picture, and I know you mentioned something about it on the server. What's going on with you, man? Maybe I should do something a little different. We're gonna take him off. We're gonna put these things in his hands. Okay, a little further off. Okay, I'm kind of around there. I see. I see. Should I do I have any yellow studs? That'd actually be in this situation. That'd be good. I can kind of grow a bit. I don't know. I guess I don't have yellow studs. So thought I had them. Oh well, this will do. Takes out big freaking hover boots thingies. I get that. Sometimes you just want to do your own thing. You don't need YouTube to be happy. Yeah, I appreciate it though. I could probably go looking for him, but I don't feel like it, you know? Alright, now his torso is going to move up a bit. These things aren't giving me much movement. Maybe we need to move him back a little less. A little more like that. That'll probably look a little better. Okay. I feel like I should be more lively, but I don't really know what to talk about. I don't want to talk about, like, I saw Spider-Verse, which I really liked, but I don't want to spoil it, so. But it was pretty good. I'd recommend it. Uh-oh. Bump the camera. But, oh well, it's a test. These things happen. Sometimes things will go out of your control, but you just kind of gotta move on or redo the whole shot, which I sometimes do, but I'm not doing it with this. I mean, I can try to fix it. How's it moving? So it was there, and then it moved there. Yeah, that didn't fix much. Oh well. Okay, that's better. Like the Muppet Christmas one. I don't know, just not for anybody else who might be watching. So there's 3 for the silent majority. I don't want to spoil it. I haven't seen the Muppet Christmas Carol. I kind of want to see it. I need to see it at some point. I bet it's really sad. I mean, the original book's just really depressing. Like the original Christmas Carol. So I wonder if the Muppets one is faithful. A lot of the other adaptations don't quite get as depressing as the actual book. The only one is the Jim Carrey one. That one is scary and depressing. That's like the closest one, in my opinion. And I haven't read much of the book. I've only read a little bit, just out of curiosity. Also, there was a comic book that was just the original script, but it was illustrated, in comic book form. So that's how I kind of read a lot of the original. But it's been a very long time. think that was in our library or something. And yeah, I looked into it, and yeah, it's just the original one basically. Now they're going to be thrown on the ground. Maybe a little more. Okay. I didn't know that. That's interesting. I might have to watch it. I don't know if I'll watch it right now in the middle of summer, but it's on Disney Plus. I feel like, right? All the Muppet stuff is on there. I mean, you can see right here. There's a little bit of light flicker right there. See that? That's light flicker. Not quite the same as like the sun thing, but it's something that does happen. And I think it's permanent because I moved one of the lamps. That's interesting. I like puppets, so I'm not a huge Dickens fan, but I got into it more because I really like the Jim Carrey version. I know a lot of people don't, but I genuinely like that version a lot. In my opinion, I think it's like the best. What's it called? Like it's kind of done in the same style as like Polar Express, but I never liked how Polar Express looked. To be fair, it was one of the earlier ones. But the Christmas Carol, the way they designed their characters really lends it to why it's animated, but it has like the realistic movements. I'm genuinely a pretty big fan of the Jim Carrey one. I've seen it a couple times. I saw it in school, liked it, so then I watched it on my own because we didn't finish it in class. And I was just like, I kind of want to finish it. I don't know, just I don't know what I like. Yeah, it's a ghost story, which I like that stuff a lot. So that's probably one of the reasons I like it so much. Hmm. 1951 version. I haven't seen that many. I've seen the Looney Tunes one. I'll say that I've seen the Looney Tunes one. I think I've seen. I did see a really old one, but I was very young when I saw it. So I don't think it's fair to judge it because I don't remember much about it. I've seen Scrooged. Oh, that's another one I like. I like Scrooged with Bill Murray, but I'm guessing that one's a pretty distinct adaptation because it's like it's weird. It's a very meta adaptation. It's about a guy who's is he producing? I forget, but he's helping out in the production of a live Scrooge play. But in the process, he goes through kind of the same story. That one's one my family would always watch. Because that one also kind of has spooky moments, which I like. I like when it has. I think Christmas Carol should be always kind of a little spooky at points. Did I move the camera? I think I might have moved the camera. But look, here, we'll take a picture and check. No, I guess I didn't. What's up, Harold? I know, because what there's that really popular song. How do I not know it? But in the lyrics, it mentions scary ghost stories. Like that's yeah, in a lot of old Christmas songs, ghost stories were mentioned. We need more Christmas ghost movies. We get Christmas movies once in a while, but it's always about Krampus or like evil Santa. I just wish we could get like a ghost movie that isn't Christmas Carol. That's something else. We were talking about the Muppets Christmas Carol, and it got carried away to just ghost stories during Christmas in general. Although my favorite holiday is always going to be Halloween. I love Halloween. It's just spooky time. Because like the aesthetic of like a lot of like I just like Halloween's aesthetic. It's got like the best aesthetic of any holiday. The orange and like the blacks and like the purples sometimes it really depends. But like it just has such a cool aesthetic. It's a good holiday. I like Number. That's one of the movies that like got me into stop motion. So that's another reason I probably really like Halloween. I liked all those old stop motion films, and they're all kind of spooky. Sorry, excuse me. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look at something, guys. I'm gonna look at one of my notifications on my phone, but I'll let the animation play. Yeah, I've seen Across the Spider Verse. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. You can only spoil the Muppet Christmas special, even though I haven't seen it. Yeah, yeah, in the most wonderful time of the year. Yeah, yeah. There'll be scary ghost stories. You're right. You're right. Taylor knows her stuff about Christmas and Christmas Carol. Okay. But yeah, I did see Across the Spider-Verse, which I really liked. I think I'll actually be seeing it again tomorrow because I saw it when my brother was out of town, and they want to see it, and they're like, "You just want to see it again?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because it's a very beautiful movie. Like it is a very nice looking animated movie. You know what? We should probably not just immediately go like that. Yeah, we'll have them. But yeah, Across the Spider-Verse was very good. I really liked it. It's hard for me to say if it's better than the first one. I'm not going to say why, because it's potentially a spoiler. At this point, a lot of people might know already who haven't seen it why, but it's just I need to wait a bit. I need to think on it. But visually, I would say it is a step up from the first one, which is that's a pretty big accomplishment. Because the first one was like, pretty revolutionary. I could talk like, I think I'm definitely gonna. I didn't get the art book for the first one, and I regret it because it's probably even more expensive than it was, and art books are always stupidly expensive. But I think I'll definitely be getting the art book for this one when it comes out. Or do you think? I wonder if they'll just make the art book for both of them. I'm gonna use some clay to prop this guy up. Yeah, the clay will do good. But yeah, that was a solid movie. I did see Guardians. Guardians was great too. Two really good superhero movies back to back. So that means the next one we watch will probably be horrible, hot garbage. Because I never saw Ant-Man, and I don't think I will based off what I've heard about it. No offense to I don't know anybody who really likes the new Ant-Man, but I have not heard good things about Ant-Man. I've been watching what's it called? A lot of horror movies lately, and that's been fun. I watched all the Evil Deads. Well, not the remakes, all the old ones with Bruce Campbell. But I'll get to the remake. And there's another one that just came out, which isn't necessarily a remake. It's more like a sequel, I guess. I don't really know. Like it's weird because it's just kind of it has Deadites in it, but most of none of the characters from the previous movies are in it. But the plot's different enough where it's not really a remake. But I hear that one's good, so I'll also watch that at some point. I saw The Shining. That was cool. I watched. I guess I'm just talking about movies I've watched now. Summer's been nice. I can actually watch stuff. Before it was during school. It was no, you can't watch much. But yeah, that's been probably. What else have I seen? Oh, I saw a movie called House. It was alright. It was I don't know. I think it was a late '80s horror movie. It was alright. It was about ghosts. I rate the first Spider-Verse 0% because I have a lifelong vendetta against Brian Tyree Henry and John Mulaney. Are those the two guys who made Clone High? I'm terrible for remembering everything. I don't remember anything about I need to remember the names. But those two sound very familiar. Okay, so also I've been getting into like, back when they had radio and TV wasn't as common. There was like just a bunch of like radio programs that were just horror anthology series, and I really like horror anthology. Sorry, excuse me, I had to burp. I'm sorry, I'm drinking a soda, so. But there was what's it called? There was one. I started out with one called The Witch's Tales, and it inspired like the EC comics, Tales from the Crypt, Vault of Horrors, which I really like those. So I started listening to that. And there's like a channel that just posts a bunch of like really old radio stuff and old black and white movies, and they even do a stream every Saturday where they watch a new black and white movie. I've been tuning into them. A lot of them, some of them are kind of like pretty boring and pacing. So a lot of them I just kind of have as like white noise while I do something, background noise, static. But I've been enjoying it. It's fun. I think it's called OTR Halloween Holidays. So if you like old radio stuff and old horror movies, I'd recommend it. And the streams are fun. I genuinely like them. It's why I haven't been streaming on Saturday recently, because I'm like, I gotta watch that stream. Okay, so I think now he can put both legs together. OTR Halloween Holidays. It's on YouTube. Just look it up. I really like it. And yeah, this Saturday they were off schedule. Last week it was Sunday, but that they did the stream. But I'd recommend it. It's fun. I've been like going to sleep to like the radio because I need some kind of noise, or else I don't like fall asleep. And sometimes they're old, so they use funny words that you don't know. So you look it up and you learn something new. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's like you know the word, but you're just kind of like, huh, I haven't heard that word in a long time. Oh, I'm a huge fan of how that's looking. Maybe you should just delete this frame. I kind of like the suddenness. Like there's a lot of weight in the way he's moving. We'll see. Okay, maybe that's a little too much, but we'll compromise somewhere in the middle. Maybe just a little bit of easing in and easing out can help. And there's the part where this guy's gonna like start flying because these are like little hover disc type thingies. In the comics, they don't draw them with like. There's no fire coming out of them. They just kind of hover. So I'm just gonna do that because I don't feel like doing fire effects. Hi O'Hare. You say let it die, let it shrivel up and die. That's good O'Hare. I'm glad. I'm I'm uh I'm glad you mentioned that. What you talking about trees? Letting the trees die? Letting the trees shrivel up and die? Oh, I stopped playing the music when I checked my phone. Yep, just trees, just trees. Okay. Here, you know what? I almost want to play that song, but give me 1 second. Here, we'll do this for you. And then we'll keep the animation playing.
I say let it die. Let it die, let it die. Let it shrivel up and come on, who's with me, huh?
Yeah, who's with him? Who's with him? He's right. We should just destroy all the trees. Stupid trees giving us shade and oxygen. We don't need them. We don't need them. We don't need them. Let it die. Let it die. I kind of forget that O'Hare's not in the book. I just associate him with the Lorax at this point. I remember like we had to do a project in drama where you read a kid's book, and one of the options was the Lorax, and I was very confused when O'Hare wasn't in it because I forgot that he's just not in the book. Easily the best thing Illumination added to the movie was O'Hare. Okay, we're gonna have his like arms start moving up, and then as he starts to lift up, then he'll start to levitate. Okay. Now this is the part where I get some studs. What color studs do I have? Anyone in the market for air? I'm good. I think I got plenty of it. Chat's been awfully quiet since O'Hare showed up. Do we have like a bunch of trees in chat? It'd be really funny if like Illumination just copyright struck me right now just because I played like the 11 seconds of what is it? Is it 6 seconds or 11 or 15 that they can copyright you for? I forget. But that's kind of scary. Illumination, like I just got a letter with a minion in it saying my video's been claimed. Stud's not going in. Come on. Come on. There it is. Exactly. That's why we need to let them die. That's the exact reason why we don't need trees. Because you can drive into them and die. Kill the trees before the trees kill you. It's in the right place. Use my song. I'm taking. No, I need my air. No. I need my air. I played it in honor of you. You can't do this to me. Do you know how many trees I've killed? Not that I don't think I've killed a tree before. I've broken off like a branch, maybe when I was a toddler. So I've harmed a tree. And then you're surrounded and outnumbered. You know what I have? A flamethrower. If we just start one big forest fire, no more trees. Let's just not stop it. Just don't bring the firefighters. Just keep it going. Just don't stop it. What are the trees gonna do? Throw an apple at me or something? I don't know. What do trees do? How would a tree defend itself? I guess it could fall on you. Yeah, that could happen, I guess. I did see a tree fall once. It was really stormy, so a tree's tried to take my life before, but I wasn't gonna let him. I wasn't gonna let no tree kill me. Okay, give me a second. Okay, that's better. Uh-oh. No, we don't want his face exposed. What's up, Captain Michael Studios? Eliminating the weak. Then I'll cut those trees down. I'll eliminate the weak, then I'll kill the strong. You can't stop me. I'm gonna kill all the trees. I say let them die. Let them die. Let them shrivel up and die. Oh, my cat's knocking. She's getting all riled up by the tree talk. Hey. Right. She's here. She hates trees too. Right outside my apartment, there's a tree that blocks my view. I need to cut it down. It'd be a perfect view of a alleyway with some dumpsters and a horse, but that tree ruins it. A fake rocking horse that's been there for like a week. And that darn tree ruins it every time. Every time I look out. I may not win, but you know what? I'll take out as many trees as I can. I'll have done something. No tree's gonna stand in my way. No tree's gonna take my view. Uh-oh. Probably just made some light flicker. Oh well. And you know what? You know what we don't need either? What if, okay, hypothetically, I'm just saying, trees need the sun, right? Let's just destroy the sun. The sun's gone, trees die. I'm just saying. We'll be fine without it. We'll have like our flashlights on. There'll be no problems whatsoever. Or we could just block it. Like we can just put like a big sign in front of it. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. What's up, Meso? Just attack the sun at night. Exactly. It won't see it coming. We put a thing in front of the sun, all the trees freaking die. There's no sunlight, no photosynthesis. They all die. And don't worry, O'Hare has all the oxygen ready. He makes oxygen. We'll be fine. He just needs to make enough for like 8 billion people. That's not that many. He can do that. Who's with me? Who's with me? Let it die. But yeah, that's a good idea, Miso. Attack the tree at night. Hey, stop attacking the drawings, Misty. She hates art. She hates it. She's attacking my drawings. She doesn't like the fat Eggman I drew. She hates it. What did the fat Eggman do to you, Misty? Nothing. Nothing. It didn't do nothing to you. The natural. Okay, but what? Okay, what do the trees need? What do trees need that we can get rid of? That we can kill? I think we could make him go a little higher. Let's elevate him a bit. Where did I put him? Yeah, we'll elevate this guy a little. Come on. Trees need air. We need air. I think Meso's onto something. So we got to destroy all of that, just all of it. I'm not gonna say it exact because I don't want somebody to screen record me saying destroy all of that. Because that'll be used against me one day. You sell air, just don't sell air to trees. Make sure none of the people you sell air to are trees. They could be in disguise. They could be disguised as one of us. They're all around us. There could be a tree right next to me right now. Trees are among us. Exactly. They're among us. We need to let them die. We need to let them shrivel up and die. Exactly. Who's with me? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Those are the words of a revolution. Oh, frick. I moved the lamp. The trees did it. They moved the lamp. It wasn't me. All right. Yeah, I am wild in tonight. About trees, about why they need to die, why they need to shrivel up. Trees are stupid. I hate them. Like, come on. Who made them? Why? When when a when a businessman, when a bunch of corporate businessmen want to put up a big mall, a big fat mall, you know what stands in the way? Some trees. But yeah, they stand in the way of everything. And you know what? You know what movie is has trees in it? Um, what's it called? What's that one? What's that one George Lucas movie called? That's terrible. That's like about like fairies or something. Whatever it is. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Not Willow, not Dune. Doesn't Dune take place in a desert? I haven't seen Dune. Um, Willow's a close guess. Oh, Strange Magic. That's the name. Strange Magic. It's horrible. And you know what's in the movie the whole time? Trees. George did Dune? The old one or the new one? That's crazy. I didn't know that. I want to put Jar Jar in Dune. Can we put Jar Jar in Dune? I want Jar Jar in the desert. I want Jar Jar to win the knife fight. I want Jar Jar to fight the sandworm. Dead trees in Dune? Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. This is a lie. This is heresy. How could there be trees in Dune? Why would somebody, like, why would George do that? No need. Exactly. O'Hare has the air. Oh, that rhymes. Is that like the slogan in the movie? I feel like it should be. If it isn't, it should be. It's been forever since I've seen the Lorax. Oh, but that one, you know, like there was like the unused music from the Lorax, and Biggering kind of slaps. It's a kind of a weird name for a song, but it slaps. It like that song just I don't know. Whoever made it just decided I'm making a good song. Exactly. The poor can't afford the that solves all your problems, all your economic crises or crises. I don't know how to say like I don't know how exactly to say when there's multiple crises, but the economic crisis is gone. Oh, you're not bad at all, O'Hare. No, you're fine. You're a great guy. You're the like I don't know MVP of tree haters. What's your stance on tree huggers, on like hippies, O'Hare? What's your stance on them? Do you care for them? Or do you hate them just as much as trees? Oh yeah, the 1972 animated one. No, I've seen that one. I like that one. But like, Big Green slaps. Like, if you ever listen to Big Green, I can play it right now. Hopefully, Illumination won't kill me. Gilgy, are you a lizard? No. No. Lizards climb trees. Lizards climb trees. Therefore, I can't be a lizard. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that, um, like lizards climb trees. So I can't be one. That's impossible. That's not true. That's not true at all. But okay, so your policy on tree huggers is to let them die. On hippies, you just want them to die. I mean, if they don't buy your air, they'll die. So I feel like the problem's kind of solving itself. I was gonna mask this, but you know what? I don't think I'm going to just because of yeah. No, I don't eat mealworms. I never eat mealworms. I would never do that. I've eaten an ant, and I kind of regret it. But never a mealworm. But I think an ant's the only insect I've ever eaten. I think. I'm not gonna make any promises because it's possible. I don't know. Maybe I've eaten like a spider accidentally in my sleep because that happens. Whether you like it or not, that happens. I don't eat them regularly. I had them once. I had like a couple. There was a cake. The ants got in the cake. I didn't know it. I ate the cake. There were ants in it, and I felt bad because they tasted bitter and nasty. But they shouldn't have gone in that cake. That was their fault. Okay, so the spiders aren't insects. You're right. So I've only eaten a insect and maybe an arachnid, but that's about it. That's got to be it. The ants are underneath your skin. No, I pooed them out. Actually, when I first moved into the apartment, we had an ant problem. There's like a scene in Creepshow, which is a horror anthology, where it's all about cockroaches. This guy who hates cockroaches, and his apartment's infested with them. And at the end, he like dies, and all the cockroaches like burst out of his body, and it's pretty nasty. I remember being like, I would not have wanted to film this sketch, like this story, because there was just so many cockroaches. That's okay. That's okay, Mesa. Yeah, you can go to bed. Just remember, don't let the bed bugs bite. How long have we been streaming for? Almost an hour. Almost an hour. And what do we have to show for it? I mean, we have this, which is kind of choppy. What makes it choppy? 1, 2, 3. I think. Here, let's cut that, cut that, cut that. We don't think about that. We don't think about that. Oh. Wait. On the North America continent. Yeah. Then we ruined everything. I'm guessing like there was a supply shipment that just had a couple of them on there, and they got in and just started doing what bugs do. What time is it? It's almost 10. I wonder how late should the stream go. I kind of want to do another test with the what's it called, like flight thing, just to kind of like get a better handle on how he should like steer. Because I'm not liking how this is looking so far. Oh my god, let me see the current photo. Alrighty. Looks kind of choppy. A little choppy. A little choppy. Alrighty. Totally not me. That's crazy. That's crazy. Don't worry, don't worry. I don't need to be well rested to destroy all the trees. When I breathe, I destroy a tree. It's looking a little better. He fell off. He tried. He really tried. Oh, I said I'd be discussing. What did I say? Discussing future plans for the channel. I have not really discussed that at all. I feel like I'll probably make a video just discussing it, but at least at some point. All right. Hey, Caitlin. Alrighty. You ever hate animation? Like just absolutely hate it? Because I'm not liking this at all. Here, we're gonna like actually delete a bunch because I think I have a way to make this look a lot better. I think I genuinely have a way to make it look a lot better. Because yeah, if I just put him on clay, then he can kind of move around, and also I might be able to mask it better. So I'm just not liking this. I mean, I guess we can go for a while. He's moved a lot. Here, we'll really go far back. Yeah, I think we can put him on just one what's it called, stud. Hey Bjorn, just chilling, just animating some tests. I think I'll do after this one. I think I'll do at least. I want to do a Sportsmaster test just because I want to test some things. If you have any suggestions for that, that'd be good. Feel free to put something out there. See how that looks. That should look a lot better. That's true. We could animate that. I was gonna animate. We could do a couple of tests. I can definitely do the frisbee thing. He has I gave him roller skates. Here, you'll see him on the camera. Or actually, I can show him here. I have little roller skates, so I put those on him. I don't know if we'll use those in the script. Yeah, I can make him throw a frisbee. That won't be difficult. I just need to mask it, which isn't a problem. I don't know if I will for the test, but for the actual thing, we can mask it. But yeah, he has roller skates and stuff, and a tennis racket. Oh, what's up, Nonstop Animations? What's going on? Yeah, so maybe I'll animate the frisbee throwing, and then maybe him throwing, not throwing, maybe him like having a grenade and smacking it with a tennis racket. All right, so now we need to. Yeah, I could have sworn he used the roller skates somewhere. I don't know if we'll use them too much in the script, but I'll at least test it out. Where's the insert one? There it is. Insert camera. That's what I wanted. Yeah, because I'm going to need to mask it. Okay, so then... What should we do? No, I didn't want to... I pressed the wrong button. Send camera back to end. Yep. Okay. Oh, the one thing, I don't know if you want to use this, but I'd be totally okay with using this, and I think it'd be fun. In the comics, the eraser has these little, like, on the tips of his feet, he has, like, sharp edges. So it's like the edges of a pencil. It'd be fun if we maybe put those in there at some point. Because I find them very comic booky and fun. I know that our version is kind of different from the standard one, but it's a custom suit. You can have spikes in his boots or something. Like it's just a little sharp edge that comes out of the tip of his boot. And I've always liked those. In his first appearance, or I think just his first, because I don't think he's made many after that. Oh, and I wanted to ask about what's hi Blue Water Films for what's his name? I forgot his name. The metal guy. Oh my gosh, it's a blanket on me. I forgot what we called him. What is the metal guy's name? What is the metal guy's name? Um, Shrapnel, right? Do you want like, is he just a normal guy in the script, or is he like a big like guy just kind of made of like metal garbage, like he is in the comics sometimes? I'm fine with either. I just like to know. Because the metal look would be fun because you could do a brick tolt thing, but I'm fine with if he's either just a guy who can control metal, kind of Dr. Polaris style. Alrighty, so what should we listen to now? I want to put a random playlist because I've been listening to Meatloaf, and last time I played them on a stream, they took it down. Yeah, we'll listen to Japanese jazz. Honestly, we can go pretty late, I guess, for the stream because it's not a school night. We'll at least go to 2 hours, I think. Hey, GS13. Okay, I think that's looking better. If these are for like masking, so now we gotta insert camera, take it right out, and then I want to send camera to end. Okay. Yeah, I like the big metal thing. I was just wondering what we were doing with the script. That'll be fun because I can kind of use like bionicle pieces and stuff, and I think that just makes it more memorable visually. It's like just this big metal monster guy. All right. JS13. Glad he came by. Yeah, sure thing. Oh wait. No, we gotta insert camera. It's a very long and boring process, especially for this guy. Oh, the disc things he has. They're like these little discs that hover. I think he's called Deadline, which just good practice to test, like, I don't know. He's moving a little too much. Oh wait, now we take him out. Now we send it at the end. Honestly, I do like tests like this. For YouTube, I got some stuff planned. Definitely, I got a big project planned. And then for Fiverr, originally I thought I had a pretty big commission, but just things didn't work out. So actually, at one point, I mean, it could still happen. It's just been put on hold temporarily, and like I don't feel like, relying and waiting for that. So right now, I'm just kind of doing my own thing. Like, if small commissions come my way, I'll do those, of course. But yeah, just do whatever comes my way while I work on my personal projects right now. It's a shame. I was gonna get a really big paycheck too. It would have been nice. But oh well. Oh well. A lot of times with deals, they don't like. Not everything always goes through. Not every person that contacts you ends up hiring you. Honestly, most of the time, at least in my experience with my commissions, I've gotten like people interested, and then they end up not wanting to do it. Whether it's just they think it's too expensive, or what's it called? They're just busy. Things just happen. You kind of learn to deal with it. But I like doing it. The commissions are fun. I haven't done one in a while though. I think when was the last one? Was it? It wasn't the last one that's been published. Was the Megadeth one? But I did another one. It just hasn't been used yet. Wait a second. Did I forget to? Uh oh, stinky poo. I forgot to mask. Actually, here, let's see. How does it look just like that? Because, yeah, we'll delete that frame and then we'll see. What kind of stuff? Just animation. Like, for example, my first gig was with a software company, Symbicon. I just did some stuff for their. It's all on my channel, I think. I just did some stuff for their like they have like a annual meeting type thing, and they wanted some like little stop motion segments in between some of the, like when the people were speaking. So I did a couple. I did like I think one or two jobs for them, maybe three technically, because they hired me, and then right after they were like, "Hey, do you want to do this other quick thing for us?" Because they liked my work. And then next was this is the biggest client I ever worked for was Megadeth's management team contacted me and had me do a little ad for their Funko Pop. Actually, I have him right here. Here's the Vic Rattlehead, and he fought Godzilla. But yeah, that was a really fun one. The one thing I learned from that is you always do research on your clients because they asked like me to name my price, and I thought this was a fan thing at first because I didn't do my. They told me who they were, and literally it takes 5 minutes of research. But that was a really fun one, and I did that, and then I did. This is one that hasn't been published yet, which actually I don't know if I can talk about it. I mean, it's promotion, so I think it's fine. But basically, the camera I currently use, it's a Solo 8 Plus, was from a commission. They wanted me to do some videos for them, and they gave me the camera. But those just haven't been released yet. But they were okay with me publishing about it on Instagram and stuff, so I think here's okay. But yeah, they were a pretty good client too. I've had very good experiences with my clients. Oh, wait. I think I'm supposed to mask, right? Yeah, I got to do a masking frame. Almost forgot again. Yeah, if you want, I can send them through Discord or something. Because, like, I kind of do a lot of small uploads in between. But yeah, commissions are fun. They're like a good way to see if you can meet deadlines and stuff. I think I want to put some clay so he's like kind of like gliding. We're not gliding, just like moving to the side, you know? Yeah, something like that. Something just kind of, it's a little more dynamic, you know? Although, it's going to make him falling more likely. Yeah, it is. But whatever, we'll make it work. Yeah, I've been pretty lucky. I've had only good experiences. The one thing is I've only done jobs for companies, which I think there's nothing wrong with doing like one for somebody who just wants like animation or something. I'd be willing to do that. But in general, the companies are just easier to work with. At least because I've had people who have been interested in hiring me for a non like company type job, and usually it just doesn't work out. But yeah. All right, see you. Good night, man. Oh, frick. Uh-oh. You know what I just did? I forgot the masking frame. That's 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Oh well. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. So we can go a little bit higher, and then was it back here? Okay, maybe that's a little too much there. Here, we'll move his gun up just a little more. But yeah, I've been pretty fortunate with the commission stuff. Oh my god. Again. I did it again. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're just gonna delete that. Let's see how this looks. Oh well. Alright, we'll move them back one. Okay. I'm brain farting a bunch. You know, it happens. Not too much there in that frame. It's a good movie. The first one? Yeah, it is. It's not my favorite superhero movie, but it's definitely a fun look at superheroes. Now, the interesting thing is that the comic and movie were written at the same time. They had like the same plot outline, but that was about it. Yeah, I don't remember watching it that much. I don't remember anything about the second one, but I still remember the first one, and I've seen the second one like more recently, but I don't remember anything about it. Because I know the second one is just not based off anything. There wasn't really much to base it off of. Actually, I think I'm gonna put some. So what happened is the guy who made the comic and the guy who made the movie, I believe, were just friends, and he talked to him about the idea. Oh, the guy fell over. Oh, we'll fix that. He talked to him about the idea, and they both really liked it, and they decided to make a movie and the comic. But I don't know why. For whatever reason, it wasn't like they went their separate ways or got angry at each other. They both just decided to use like the basic plot format, but like just kind of do whatever with it. So the plot details are pretty similar, but just kind of the execution of it is what's interesting. You know? I think there's a pretty good video about it that talks about it, like why they're so different, or not why they're different, just why they're like made. They were made basically at the same time. Alrighty, so we'll put some legumes on. Put a little muzzle flash on there. Yeah, it creates a pretty unique like. I've read a bit of the comic, because the comic is, I would say, significantly edgier than the movie in a lot of ways, which is saying a lot because that movie's pretty out there. It's not like too edgy or anything. It just, I don't know. I really like the movie. And the art is by what's his name? I think it's John Romita Senior who did the art, which I've always found very interesting. That of all people who could have done the art, it was him. I just think that's interesting. Nope, nope, nope. Stay up. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, that's a little too low, I think. Oh, he doesn't move at all forward. Oopsie doopsie. But yeah, I really like the first movie. Oh, give me 1 second. I think my cat wants to leave. I'm gonna let her. I'm gonna open the door for her. Hi. Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Okay, she's gonna stand right between the doors of my room. Oh, okay, he fell. They did a reboot of Kick-Ass? There's a lot of really bad comics. No shortage there. What's is there like, do you read a lot of more modern stuff, or do you like reading I like a lot of 70s and 80s comics because I think the tones I really like, because it's before like everything got super edgy, but like they could still do kind of dark storylines, but you'd have Batman in like his gray and blue outfit solving murders. I just like it because it's like I like the kind of more classic comic book imagery with maybe some darker storylines and topics. I'm reading it because I'm always terrible at remembering all of these. I gotta look that up for 1 second. Do, 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 do. Did he put his? Okay, yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so oh, did I pause my jazz? Yes, I did. That's true. That's a good point to read the foreign comics. When we were in Spain, we went to a comic shop there, which was really amazing. But everything was like in Spanish, and I'm not very good at reading Spanish. I'm still very new to it, so all right. So I'll do another. What's it called? Oh wait, no, sorry. Oh wait, we can just delete. Insert camera. And then yeah, we'll have the what's it called? Do I have the little piece that kind of like oh I guess not. Oh wait, but I have this. This will do. Yeah, the current it's just there's not much good to read in the current ones. But yeah, the foreign comic thing makes sense. I bet there's a lot of good stuff out there. And also there's a lot less like they can go into a lot more genres. American comics nowadays are very much tied to like the superhero genre. Meanwhile, in like other countries, they've really been allowed to like just kind of do whatever they want. I don't need that. Wait, did I just make a mistakey? Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I remember there's a lot of good French comic books. I'm pretty sure that's what I've seen. That's what I've mostly heard about. There's like that one cat one, like the noir style detective story, but it has like cats, cat people, something like that. I forget what it's called. Maybe it's great, but I don't know much about it. They're definitely drawn in a really unique way. I will say that about like the cat people in that story. They look a lot like normal people, which is interesting. Oh yeah, Mouse is a really good. That one's German, isn't it? I would assume so, given the subject material. But that one is one I've heard a lot of good things about. I'll be honest, I'm a huge Hellboy fan. I really like that one. You know, I got interested through the movies, and I got the first volume. I should know the name, but I just don't. I remember there was one that I don't know the name because it was in Spanish, but I kept the bag. I think I threw it out now with the move, but originally I took the bag with me because my dad got some Conan books because he can read in Spanish, and he's always been a Conan guy. Um, you know, like he always liked that stuff, but it was just the art really captured. It was like some kind of monster book. Had like vampires and I think yeah, mostly vampires, maybe some kind of Frankenstein monster, and like maybe some werewolves. But the art was just really nice. It like reminded me of a lot of like posters for movies in the '60s and '70s, especially the '60s, which I those ones are always fun. A lot of them made the movie look a lot better than it was for a lot of movies. Oh, that's good. What's the comic? I do need to read more. I started reading. I don't have much like many books at my house. I can maybe read digitally more, but I could definitely do that. But I've been working my way through Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because my dad had he has all like the first five books all in one book, so it's huge. But I started reading that. Yeah, movie posters aren't the same. I miss them. I miss the cool ones. White sand is a misborn. Okay, well, that's cool. I'm not familiar with either. I think I've heard of the Miss. Yeah, the Mistborn novels. That sounds familiar. I might have known somebody who read those too, but I don't know much about it other than their books. But yeah, I started reading that one. It's very British. I'll give them that. It might be a little British, a little too much British for me, but I'm still gonna finish it. I'm at least gonna finish the first book, if not read because I should have finished it by now, but I read it like in school. I haven't touched it since summer started. Not as a class or anything. It was just a book I'd do whenever I was done with stuff. Instead of like going on my phone, it was nicer to just read. You know? Hmm. I mean, that's pretty interesting. Consume and control. So they eat the metal. That's kind of interesting. That's definitely that. If I read that on the back of a book, it had my interest. So is it kind of like it's is it fantasy? Because I've been always more into sci-fi, but I should read more fantasy because I kind of like both. I think stories that like combine both are really cool. There it is, finally. At first it wasn't doing it. No, we don't need that in this frame. And then, okay, so... Oh, I'm burning, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Definitely something I would like to read about. Or at least, like, seeing that in a movie would be interesting. Is it just like, is it liquid metal or is it just, you said? Sort of like the MCU better. That's cool. I'll admit, I think the MCU is cool at first, but honestly, I'm a little burnout. I'm a little burnout. I think I like Guardians 3. And honestly, now I more just want like a good superhero movie because I really like superheroes. So just getting like a good superhero movie would make me more happy than like getting like a mid cinematic universe. Because one good movie only takes like 2 hours of my time, you know? Alrighty. So then, put your things down. Oh, okay. That that'd be interesting. I'm just imagining like a guy taking a big chunk out of a bite of metal. I don't know, like just chewing it. Just a nugget of gold. But yeah, liquid metal or like some kind of metal shaving and like alcohol sounds a lot more plausible than just taking a bite out of metal. I feel like yeah, sometimes it's more just about like just write a good script. It's why originally for the Suicide Squad thing I wanted like to do an ongoing series, but I was like, I don't know, anthology would be fun because you can just kind of you can really focus on a lot of different characters, and not everything needs to tie back together. And I just really like anthologies. I'm a sucker for them. All right, so now we'll move the camera a little bit more. I think we'll animate him firing another shot, and then he'll fly off. I feel yeah, like I feel like it's very odd. I feel like they just try to. I feel like what a lot of the problem with a lot of like people who write superhero stories who don't read much of it. A lot of them might not read that much of it. is that they struggle with the tone and like how they always do these things where they make the jokes like wasn't that crazy, and I hate that type of humor, especially in superhero movies. It's like we saw what just happened. We know it's crazy. We know the guy shoots polka dots or something. Like that's a bad example because I never really do that with Polka Dot Man. They kind of do, but in a way that I like. But like the MCU does it a lot. Like where there's like a kind of a goofy character, and they like they just keep mentioning how crazy it is, and I'm like, I know, I can see it. Like, and I think like the way across the Spider Verse, the spot is a really good way of how not to do that. They just show like weird stuff happening with him, so you get like they don't need somebody to tell you that this guy's weird. Yeah, that's the one thing I like about like that's why I went to you and Penny Plunder because I'm like if I'm gonna do an anthology, it'd be fun to have other people write them, like some of the segments, because that way it'll make it more unique. It'll give it some variety. I just think anthologies are really fun because like I Creep Show is like one of my favorite movies because it really like captures that perfect EC Comics feel, which I love those old comics. I need to read more of them. I mostly just like whenever I draw, I always look at the covers usually because I really like them. Come on, why isn't the camera here working? Come on, work. Ah, great. The camera's being funny. Okay, camera's at the end. Come on, man. Why isn't it working? All right, we're gonna exit out real quick and then we're gonna go back in because it's being funky. Okay, much better. Oh, also, so for the voice acting, I hadn't talked about to you about this yet, but for the voice acting for the video, there's places I can go to get voice actors. Like there's audition forums where you can put on a forum and people will audition and stuff. I also know some people from previous work that I can contact. If you want, I guess once we won't do the auditions till the script's finished. Or if you want to do them now, we can. I want to give you time to finish it before we start like getting all the voice actors, so the recording process can be relatively fast. But if you have any specific like type of voices you want for any of the characters, let me know and I can put that in the forums and the auditions and stuff. Or if I know somebody who like fits that, just let me know. Oh, that's cool. Blue Water Films. Maybe I'll check that out after this. A little more goofy. All right. For Clock King, I kind of like. Do you know? Have you seen like Justice League Unlimited? I would really like kind of like the voice question has something similar to that. That's like it's a serious voice, but it kind of has like a I don't know if crazy is the right word, but like it's just I feel like it would fit Clock King. Yeah, yeah, literally, we just get auditions and we listen to them. I'll once we like get to that step, I can create a voice acting like thing in the Discord that we can use, so we can just share auditions and stuff. And then once we have the cast, I'll put them into the Discord and stuff. Just that way, if they want to communicate with each other, they can. Yeah, you always just voice your own stuff. If you want to play a role in it, I'm fine with that. Just let me know. But we still have to get a couple more people, and I'm willing to do voices for it. But I don't want to use mine too much. If we can get different people, it'd be nice to have that variety. And I can't voice the female characters. I could try, but it won't sound good. Well, voice acting's a lot of fun. I enjoy it personally. Which one? Oh, are you listening to the question one? Yeah, like I don't know if we can find anybody with that kind of voice, but we can try to because it's a pretty good one. Like I think that would be really good for Cloud King. Kind of the crypt. I don't know if cryptic's the right word, but it just has like a certain nature to it. But I think Jeffrey Combs, he's a horror actor. He was in like Reanimator and some other stuff. He also voices Scarecrow in Batman the Animated Series. Really good voice actor. But I can't do that impression. I can't sound like that. So we'll get somebody else to do that. There might be some specific people I'll approach if their voice can really match it. But hey, that's a challenge I really need to take. I'll do Mind Boggler. Sure, sure. That'll sound perfect. Nobody will know. It's like super gravelly and low pitch. I'm just imagining like the most masculine voice ever coming out of Mind Boggler. Okay, so then. And then, okay, so now we'll do another like blast effect. Oh yeah, like I showed you the pictures, but like for Mind Boggler, she obviously hasn't appeared often. So I mean, we can kind of take liberties with her look. Do we want to stick with the mohawk? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. But we could what's it called? We can. Do you want to go with like the mohawk look? This is what I have, which is it's pink, whereas originally it was white. But I only have a pink mohawk piece. I'm fine with either. But the mohawk's like pretty like out there. But I feel like it makes the design memorable. I just wasn't sure. But that's cool. You work on and off on video games. That's really on like just a solo game. That's pretty neat. I have a friend who really likes coding, and he got into like making video games. Yeah, I just meant visually, because like I mean, she doesn't appear much. She appears like in a Firestorm comic, gets arrested, then goes to the Suicide Squad and literally dies in the first like issue of their solo series. So it's not like there was much going on with Mind Boggler to work with. And I like the direction you took her. I think she's honestly still my favorite in the script so far. Okay, yeah, we can keep the mohawk. That's fine. Like, I'm glad you like that. Cause yeah, I like it too. Kind of gives her like a punk look, which she kind of had that in the comics. I don't remember what her backstory was, and she was kind of antisocial in the comics. She had like one line of like, "I don't fit in anywhere else. I'll see if I can fit in here." Because I have like I bought like the first volume of the Ostrander run around when the movie came out, so I have it. So I've read it a lot. I was like a minute delay. That's okay. I mean, I'm animating, so like I'm focusing on animating, and then I look at. Sorry. Oh, I need some water. Then I look at the stream. So no, don't fall over. Don't fall over. She's trying. She's really trying. She's trying to become a better person. Oh. The masking thing is so annoying because like you can't really see exactly like what direction everything's going. It's just kind of like something will happen. It could look like hot garbage and I don't know it, or it could look like the best thing ever. I could use more what's it called? Camera's not wanting to insert. Come on. Yep, there it is. Perfect. Send camera to end. Yeah, but I need to buy that clock ink. I'm trying to look like, because on Bricklink I think he's $4, but I don't have a Bricklink account, and maybe I'll just create it because it actually for me it might be really useful. But on eBay I was looking to see if there's any lots just with any other characters. Yeah, that's like what all the blank frames in between are for. And like usually it's not that much. It's just with flying characters it's a lot. It might be easier if I green screened it, but I never like how green screen looks. I can never make it look right. At least you know. Ugh. Okay, now we add the little laser. Pew pew. Okay, it could be. It should be coming from this way. I think we're gonna move him up just one more peg. He's starting to speed up because we'll have him like kind of exit out of the frame, and then I'll do the masking. Yeah, green screen's like I don't know. I just have trouble with it. What I like doing for stop motion, since everything's smaller, it's just using like an iPad screen or a computer screen in the background. Um, it like sells the effect way more because you can also like have the lighting match because you can see what the lighting looks like firsthand. Yeah, I remember me and my friend like made an old like a crappy video, and there was a scene where a guy teleports, and it's literally just we did a shot of where there was nothing there, and we did a shot where there was me, and we just used the fade effect in iMovie, like 1950s style effects, where I just kind of fade out. But it looked perfect. It was definitely not bad. The one thing is the chair I was sitting in moved, so it didn't even work. It didn't even work properly. We tried. We really tried. Okay, that's pretty far off. Is he here? Yeah, we're just gonna. Okay, maybe that's a little much, but yeah, like a lot of times it's like, yeah, I don't need to do this, but I did it anyway. I remember one thing that made me laugh is for like a Q&A video at the beginning there's a skeleton laughing and I punch it and it's like I watched Army of Darkness and like the skeleton effects they used in that movie aren't far off from what I did. I just had a way worse looking skeleton. I don't know why it made that movie so much funnier for me just cuz like I know what it's like to try to film a skeleton but all you have is like not an animatronic. You just have like a crappy Halloween decoration. But yeah, it's fun to like just kind of experiment with stuff. Like, you know, I'm excited for next year. I like enrolled in like at my school they have like these programs you can do outside of it, and there's a what's it called like a camera thing, like not I forget what is it. It's a digital media class, but mine's like production, so I get to use like cameras and stuff. Apparently, we'll be making a documentary or something. So I'm honestly pretty excited for that. It'll be fun to like experiment with like the gear they have there. Yeah, like I thought it was great. I was like watching it. I'm like, oh my god, this is perfect. This is exactly what I would do if I was making a stupid skeleton movie. But the first one, I think the ending honestly looks great for how like cheap it was. It's like memorable. I would say yeah, it's cheap in a lot of ways, but like it sticks with you. The first ending is my favorite. Yeah, I I bet it's gonna be more difficult than it seems because like I'm used to just stop motion where you get to control like basically everything. So I feel like movie making's a lot more difficult because like you don't. I can't animate like everything. I don't get that kind of control. So it'll definitely be interesting. Here, let's see how it looks so far. Oh yeah, no, the second one's great, but the ending in the first one, I just really like. I don't know why, it's just memorable to me. The giant like deadite at the end is cool, but like the scene where like the hands pop out of the corpses in the original is just so unique to me. Like no, the deadites are really good in the second one, and like the scene where Ash cuts off his hand is so fun. I just love the way they die in the first one. I think out of all the finales, it has the best, like the most memorable one for me. The way they die is just so unique in the original. But I can get the second one's great too. I need to watch the come on, work. It's not wanting to work. Okay, there it is. Now it's working. Did it work? No, the second movie, like the scene with the where like he's next to everything and it like comes alive is so much fun. Like the deer head starts laughing at him, the lamp. Like there's so many cool things about them. They're cheap, like in a lot of ways they have like cheap, crappy effects, but there's also like genuinely a lot of like well done stuff in them, which I like. I like that kind of balance. It's not all just like poopy effects. Sometimes there's really good effects, which I appreciate that. Yeah, like I think that scene's just really fun. I can definitely get that. In general, like just the hand stuff is so much fun. I think Army of Darkness is actually my least favorite. Like the fantasy setting's cool, but they blended the practical with the CG. Is that in like the newer ones? I haven't seen the new one. Yeah, I've heard that one's really good. I'm honestly looking forward to it. I just they have all the other ones on HBO, but they don't have that one's like on Hulu or something. I forget where. Honestly, Hulu kind of has everything. Alrighty. I definitely could have been faster on this one. I got a feeling it's not going to look good, but we can start masking, which is going to be a pain. But it's what I got to do. Okay, so first masking frame. Where is it? Erase. Where's the zoom in? Okay, that's not what I wanted to use. Okay, that's better. There needs to be like a blend feature on this thing. It'd make my job a lot easier. And I gotta do it with the mouse. Here, let's make it a little bigger. I don't know if I'll do the Sports Mastery test today. If not today, then maybe tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll stream it. I don't know. We'll see. That's what I heard. Is it doesn't have the goofy vibes, which a lot of people missed. But what it tries to do, I heard it does really well. I heard there are some goofy parts, but a lot of people like felt that they were out of place because the film didn't really have that throughout. But you know, I think they plan on making more of them, which is always nice. I don't think Sam Raimi wasn't involved with this one, right? It was just kind of its own thing. All right, now I need a smaller brush for like the little. That'll look good enough. Yeah, all right, that looks fine. All right, so now we can delete that. Okay. Okay, we'll make it bigger in this frame. I think it might take a couple. It might like maybe if they do another one, they'll probably have found their footing more. I think just in this first one, they don't know exactly what they want to do with it yet. Which, from what I heard, what they did was good. Hopefully, because I heard somewhere they were planning on making more. I heard that Ash won't be in any of them though. They're kind of done with Ash, which is a little sad. But you know what? That might be for the best. Because it's good that a franchise tries to move on from stuff instead of just doing the same thing over and over again. In the movie, there's like cliffhangers and stuff, or like, they imply that they want to make more. That's good. Okay, it's not. This hasn't been too difficult. All right, let's erase this. Big eraser. And then okay, maybe something a little smaller. Yeah, because like Ash in the first one isn't like how a lot of people remember him. He's not like super what's it called? He's not like quoting. That's fine. Not every character needs to be like that. I heard the 2013 reboot was good. I know a lot of people didn't like it because it was like really serious, but I heard it was pretty scary. And I plan on watching it eventually. I'll eventually get around to it. It's on HBO now if you have that, if you're interested. I still haven't seen it either. That looks pretty good. Yeah. This blasted cough. You know, I'm gonna treat it with a spicy lollipop because everybody knows that'll make things better. Here, let's see how it looks so far on the masked frames. Okay, that doesn't look. So far, the frames that are masked actually look pretty decent. Definitely, though, if I use them in a video, I'm gonna have them fly around a lot faster, so there's a lot less masking. I like these tests. They kind of make you like think about like if you're gonna use a flying character, how to use it. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, there's a little tiny bit that needs to be erased. Right there. Almost got it. Oh wait, and then here, let's. Actually, there's no. Yeah, we'll use a smaller brush. That looks fine. For one frame, it's not a big deal. That might look kind of weird, but we'll see. Oh, that one will be pretty easy to mask. It's a pretty big frame, like a pretty big frame jump. I don't know if there was much easing in and easing out. We'll see. Night. I'm on stream right now. Night. You going to bed?
Yeah.
Let me see somewhere. Alrighty. There it is. Yeah, I think for this stream, I might do more either later today. Actually, it's pretty late. I don't think I'll animate much more. But after this, I don't know if I'll do the Sportsmaster stuff on stream, but Bjorn, I'll send it to you. Because I only have a certain amount of hours, at least with StreamYard. I guess I could get a new software, but... Actually, I don't stream by screen sharing anymore. I might just be able to stream from my iPad normally. And not be limited anymore. Yeah, I don't screen share. I used to screen share, but my computer can't run the animation software. And what's it called? Yeah, that's okay. Take your time. I'm not in a super big rush. I get it. Sometimes you're like at a point in a script, you're like, you kind of have an idea what happens next, but it's like, it's hard to like, what's it called? Like articulate it. Here, let's see how that looks so far. I use StreamYard. What software do you use? Yeah, the last couple of frames might look kind of janky, but oh well. At least this one looks good. Here. OBS. I think I've heard of that one. Is that one good? Does that one have a limit, or does it? Because StreamYard, you can get the deluxe one, but it costs a little bit, and I don't feel like paying that much. That's true. I just use an iPad. Like literally, there's just an iPad right now. It's kind of a weird setup right now because I don't know. I'm just getting kind of used to. I've only been working with a computer for a little bit, like working with cameras that what I used to just film on an iPad, but now I film on like actual cameras. So I'm still kind of like getting used to it, you know. Alrighty. That might work. I'll look into it, because if that works, then I can stream a lot more often. Because my brother has a channel, and he's always used StreamYard. But he has to, like, screen share and stuff. And I think he does some kind of more elaborate stuff that StreamYard might have. I just need something that can, like, record. That's about it. Oh, that's cool. He better be green. He better be green and very mean. I might have to put it on his podcast. My computer's like, I'll be honest, it's not the best computer, so I don't know about that, but I can try it. Because the problem isn't that OBS like doesn't work; it's that the stop motion software doesn't work. It gets super choppy and plays really crappy. Like it plays at a super low frame rate, even if I have it on a high frame rate. So I mean, I can try it. It'd be better if it works. That'd be great. I'll definitely give it a shot. Thanks for that, Bjorn. It's more the stop motion software is kind of the software is kind of poopy. I was gonna get Dragon Frame, but honestly, I got a free trial of it and I was so confused. There's just so much going on with that app. It's a big boy software. That's crazy. So I can Rick Ashley everything on my stream. Rick Astley animating. I've never one of these days I should animate that. Because other people have. Although Forcefire 101 did it, and he can do it a lot better than I ever can. But one day I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. I know, like literally, I need to flip my camera because of the way my camera is positioned. It's technically upside down, and it took me like 15 minutes to find out where to flip the camera in Dragon Frame. It's like really overly complicated. I was so confused. To be fair, it's the newest version, which a lot of people there's like the usually you could just buy it for like a pretty expensive price, but there was a subscription service version, and it's just a lot. There's like a lot, and a lot of people honestly say they don't like a lot of professional animators are just like I bought it once, I don't get the subscription service. I don't think it's worth it because the stuff they add isn't that useful. One of these days I'll try it out again because Stop Motion Studio has a lot of I can't like zoom in. I have to go into my camera settings and zoom in, like on this thing, which is possible. You can do it, but it's tedious. And I like zooming in. I really like having shots of the cameras moving around a lot and stuff. That was a little too big. I put it in a erase. A little smaller. Yeah, it's like a lot of people use it. I think even the new Pinocchio movie was just straight up like that was the software they just used. It's a great software from what I hear, but just the one version I had, I was so confused. To be fair, I'll admit I'm not the most like computer savvy guy, so that could be it. But I don't know, man. I was confused, and like all the tutorials are 10 years old, so I'm like, I'm just confused. I'm like, because it's like an old version and all the tutorials. This will be easy. Alright, but usually we keep that shadow. So we're going to keep that. Yeah. Because it's like his shadow. Actually, just bringing up Pinocchio. Did you ever see Pinocchio, Bjorn? I really like that one. It's one of my, like, I think that's one of my favorite animated movies. Because I really like how they just kind of made it, they just made a movie. They didn't make it a kid's movie. It's not necessarily, it's not made not for kids, you know. There's not like obscene violence or something. But it's just like a movie, which I enjoy. And like Spider Verse felt a lot like that too. Like it didn't feel like necessarily it was made to pander to kids, which I really liked. I'm happy that we're getting like animated movies that aren't just silly kids movie. Yeah, the new Guillermo del Toro one, the stop motion animated one. I didn't see the Disney one or that other one that came out. All right, we're almost there. We're almost done, and then I don't know. I think I'll end stream because it's getting close to 3 hours, and I don't think I'll be able to. I could try finishing the Sportsmaster one pretty quick because it's just throwing a frisbee. It's a lot less work than this one, but I don't want to rush it. Yeah, the new Spider Verse is great, and the original is still amazing. I was so annoyed though. I was trying to watch it right before I saw Spider Verse, and it's not on Netflix. It's not on like Disney Plus. I was like really annoyed. It turned out it was on Hulu. Like Hulu literally has everything I want to watch half the time. I'm like, where's this movie? Hulu. But yeah, I think almost done. I'd recommend it. The Guillermo del Toro one. It's a good one. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna close the door. So now my cat's not wanting out. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, it's just this last one. I don't like Batman and Robin. It's not my thing. Not tonally, it's just not my thing. Good on you though. Is that the one? Is Batman and Robin? Honestly, I get Batman and Robin and Batman Forever so confused. Is Batman and Robin the one? It's the one where Two-Face is one of the villains, or is that the one with Poison Ivy? To be fair, it's been forever since I've seen them. I just don't like either, so I get them confused. I like hate them the same amount, but I'm glad you like that, because when nobody likes a movie, that's not fun. Even if at least somebody likes a movie. For me, it's the Batman. I love the new Batman, like the Matt Reeves one. That one's my favorite Batman movie. I would say you might be able to argue that Dark Knight, like Returns, the one with Heath Ledger as a Joker, is a better movie because that is a very solid movie. But as far as a Batman movie goes, like, yeah, that's the one with Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy is the villain. Yeah, I don't like that one, but that's okay. You can like that one. Blue Water Films. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, for me, it's the Batman. I really like the new Batman. I think it's just. Oh, okay, that looks kind of janky. He just kind of goes pew 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 pew, and then he leaves. Uh-oh. Oh shoot! I think I might have messed up. Oh wait, no. We'll see. I might have Whatever. It'll be fine. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. I'll fix it in post. Maybe. Probably not. Oh wait. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's where it's going to be a problem. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, that's fair. What in the world? Where's the? Oh, I see. I think I'm just gonna delete like that one frame because the masking's not right. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, it's kind of choppy. Maybe I'm thinking. It kind of look better if we just took out the shots here and just kind of. Cut. Let's see how that looks. Maybe I'll just add the laser effect in a different shot. Yeah, that looks better. But yeah, Batman's great. I like Batman. Batman is rad. Okay, that looks a lot better. I just think yeah, I think on that note we can end stream, but we'll let it play a couple more times, right? Do you think it's better now? I mean, I guess we can put in that one frame we cut. Um, see how it look with that. Yeah, we'll see how it looks back with that. But What the? It's being funky. What in the world? Hold up. I done messed up. There. That's where it should be. The Dark Knight's great. Oh wait, did you want the Joker just called the Dark Knight? I was thinking of the Dark Knight Returns, like the Miller comic. Yeah, it's just called the Dark Knight because the first one's called Batman Begins. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. It's a solid one. Yeah, that looks better. So I think on that note, I'm gonna end stream. Night, guys. I don't know. We'll see if I stream soon. If the software you told me about works beyond, I'll probably be streaming a lot more. Like every time I do tests, I'll be streaming. We'll see. Yeah, he carried that movie. I'm just not a fan of Christian Bale Batman personally. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.